What's going on, YouTube? Levi of Old Iron Off-Road. It is humid here in Tennessee. Oh my goodness, it is only June. Y'all pray for me. I'm not gonna make it through the summer. Anywho, I figured today would be as good a day and as good a time as any to start a new video. We are headed to Scout Nationals in Springfield, Ohio. Getting Yogi all ready. Just a quick check. Change the oil, transmission fluid check, coolant check. All the things that you should do at least. If you own a vehicle that is over 10 years old and out of warranty, it's always a good idea. So doing all those things. We've got Boo Boo over here that we broke out of the clink. Gave him a good bath, got him ready. Had to put a lithium battery in him. His battery did not fare well throughout the winter. But yeah, I thought now would be as good a time as any to start this video. And I wanted to give you an insight into what we carry with us as far as a spare. I mean, I don't know if people think about it or don't think about it, but when you drive a vehicle, as I said, that is over 20 years old, 10 years old, and out of warranty, spare parts are always good. It's minimal. I'm not telling you to bring a spare engine. I know you can definitely get overly cautious and overly prepared. Where do you stop? Do you bring an entire engine with you? For that matter, do you tow another rig behind the rig that you're driving in case something goes south? I'm going to give you a quick glimpse into our little spares box that stays in the vehicle. We always carry a tool pouch with us that gets transferred between the vehicles, but as far as what stays in this vehicle, let's check it out. So immediately you see a spare transfer case. We always keep that with us. No, I'm just kidding. We really don't. That is going to a friend of mine, Mitch Hulsey. We're bringing it to him. We rebuilt that for him. Anyway, so you can see one of the things that I do like to carry in the back of Yogi is one of the larger action packers. We have one of the swag off-road pieces on here. So as you can see in here, shock bushings, polyurethane shock bushings. That's kind of specific to this rig. We've blown out a couple of them. I keep them because they get loud and rattly. The WD-40, we've got the sway bar end links in the back that get a little squeaky. Coolant, transmission fluid, oil, power steering fluid. Spare part spark plugs because our header likes to burn one of the spark plugs, which I think I've addressed that, so hopefully that'll be a non-issue. Jack base, jack pieces for the high lift. In here we have various things for the LS engine. You can see we have some assorted fuses that we know we need. We have a hub nut socket. There's a spare fuel pump. There is a spare pile of bolts in here. I believe there's a crank and a cam sensor in here as well. Fittings, make sure there is. Yeah, there's a cam sensor wadded up in here, or crank sensor, spare cam sensor here. So that's the gist of the engine stuff. We also carry spare radiator hoses. We carry a belt, spare belt, recovery gear for the winch, and all that good stuff is in here. Now, again, this is what I consider pretty, really minimalistic. Like, there's nothing in here that you may not need. So all this stuff I feel like has a good spot. And again, I think you can't get overboard on carrying spares, but this is what we carry with us. And hopefully that'll give you a good idea of the things that you may want to look at having in your own rig. Got the rigs all packed up, about ready to get on the road. We don't have too big of a drive today. We've got about, hopefully if all goes well, 4.5, 5 hours on the road. We're headed up to a place northeast of Lexington, Kentucky, just kind of in between Lexington and Cincinnati. There's an old battlefield, or an old fort, I can't remember which. It's a state park, that's where we're gonna be camping. Nothing crazy, but that's where we're headed. We'll see you on the road in a few. Motoring down the highway, and we're about 10 miles from the house. We just got fueled up. A little bit of rain on the horizon. We're hoping headed north. We'll be driving out of it, but that's okay. Full tank of fuel. Air conditioner's blowing cold. We're motoring down the road. Looks like we found home for the night. We ended up in Blue Licks Battlefield State Resort Park in Carlisle, Kentucky. We're about an hour and some change southeast of Dayton, Ohio. We're actually still in Kentucky, obviously, but little state park campground should suffice for the evening. No big adventures, just some relaxation. They've got a little bathhouse that looks clean. That makes her happy. And we got some firewood. We're gonna eat Frito Banditos and chill by the fire. Cheers.
A little coffee action going on this morning. We're gonna get some caffeine in us, get motivated, and get on the road.
We've been on the road for an entire 2 minutes, and my wife has already managed to find a gift shop, and she wanted to buy 2 shirts, but she only got 1. That's okay though. So
he got 2 stickers.
I did get 2 stickers. We got to get stickers. Everywhere we've been, we try to get stickers. So anyway, we are fixing to head. I think Kentucky's actually got like a ton of covered bridges. I don't know, that may be super common in other areas. I've just never checked it out. But there's actually a covered bridge, an old covered bridge that's really close to us. So we're going to go scope that out before we motor on. We'll catch you in a few. Pretty cool. Lots of spray paint. I'm not sure why people choose to do that, but whatever. It does look like it's actually kind of starting to degrade a little bit, especially where you drive in. I'd imagine that's why they shut it down, just to keep from eroding and maybe try to maintain it for as long as possible. I don't know. Good stuff though. So pretty much all we do is drive around, buy t-shirts, and eat. It's sandwich 30. My wife found a pretty cool little park, and we found some nice covered area by the water to eat a sandwich. I think we're probably about an hour from where we're gonna be staying tonight. So we're gonna eat our sandwich and motor around some. Well, we cheaped out last night. We decided to get a hotel room, and we were the last ones this morning out of the parking lot. And we have managed to not even make it to the show yet. We have navigated to downtown Springfield. We're gonna get a cup of coffee and a bagel so she's not hangry. So morning of day 2. Yesterday I was severely lax on filming. I didn't film at all. Saturday's the big day. We'll do better on filming today. I think I have to judge some vehicles too, just to kind of help out. I think they're short on judges, so we'll be doing that. We'll be moseying around. We'll try to get some good video of the show though, and give you guys a feel for what it's like. We did do the plant tour yesterday, which was really cool. The Navistar plant was actually like loading people on golf carts, taking them through the assembly line and showing them how everything goes together, which was really fun. Did you like it? Yeah. I enjoyed it. So yeah, we'll try to do better today. We'll get you some give you a feel for what it's like to be at Scout Nationals. So oddly enough, I actually had a hand in building this one. The owner is a friend of mine. Built this for his dad. We actually built the chassis for this truck in our shop. Super, super, super clean build. You can do your business while you're cooking your breakfast. What's up, man? So this Scout actually belongs to Super Scout Specialist owner John Glancy. He ordered this Scout new. He helped his dad fill out the order form when he was a kid. And here it is, fully restored years later. Pretty cool. And this is a new Legends build. We've got the Cummins R2.8. Not 100% sure of the full specs on this rig, but some of the sheet metal work on this top is pretty impressive. This guy's set up think, I want to say it's running a 9-inch in the rear. Super clean build. Still got the old feel, all the modern amenities. GM Performance LS3. I would assume Dana 44s. Long travel suspension in the front. 2.5-inch wide springs in the rear. 9-inch in the rear. This is from IH Parts America.
Well, it's Sunday. We've got a 300-mile ride home.
That's about 650 minutes.
Yeah, like 350 miles, I think, maybe more. So, had a good show. 176 registered trucks. Bought a lot of stuff at the auction last night. We got all kinds of Scout parts. So, we had a good time. Hope you enjoyed watching this video. We thank you for taking the time. As always, enjoy.